sorry.
해온 것 같아요.
Actually, Elky has built turrets inside Grrr's base, and this is very, very interesting because Grrrr is basically getting troops ferried up his butt here, and if he doesn't do something soon, he's gonna lose a lot of his tech buildings. And looks like he's just content to keep his I think he's mounting up his troops for an attack. But meanwhile, Elky actually has tanks behind the new expansion of Grrr's, the one he was trying to set up, and that dropship just being extremely annoying to Grrrr. And it looks like a little dropship versus shuttle micro going on here, and Zealots of course beat tanks when they're alone, so nothing much happening there. Looks like Elky's gonna try and go for another drop. No, he's not. He's gonna bypass that base. He's probably gonna go for the base at the bottom left, which the observers are pointing out. And here we go. He's gonna try and drop on his ridge. He drops one tank on the ridge, and yeah, he should probably siege those tanks quickly before those probes leave. Otherwise, he sieges the tanks, and the probes are just getting shelled here. Grrrr should really move them away or something, because he's just losing probes carelessly at this point. Vultures from Elky getting caught out in the middle of the field by the Dragoons, and loses several before he realizes it and pulls them back. And looks like Elky's I don't know what's happening here, guys. My brain's kinda dead. Zealot out and attacking that tank. Those two tanks, rather, that were on the ridge. Looks like the probes left, and now they're coming back, and those two tanks get taken down. They don't have life to start with. So good harassment. And looks like Elky's is actually going to move in here. He's taken out many of he's taken out half of the Dragoons that Grrrr had, but he's not sieging those tanks. And so now they're just getting pounded by the Dragoons, and one hero spider mine taking out two Dragoons there, and it looks like Elky is going to win this battle, guys, with muchly superior military advantage. All of the Dragoons from Grrrr get killed, and now I have to say Elky has a far superior military advantage with his 5 tanks, but I don't know how much damage he's going to do with just 5 tanks alone, because against the macro of Grrrr, and he's at Grrr's base. 3 more tanks coming from Elky, along with a few vultures, and looks like Grrr's main has been mined out, and big battle here, guys. Grrrr is just trying to buy himself some time in which to macro more troops, and it looks like the Zealots of Grrrr might actually be doing very, very well against these siege tanks. Not in siege mode. He really needs more Dragoons to attack the siege tanks and take advantage of the fact that they're not in siege mode. And it looks like Grrrr actually has armies come. His next wave of troops came out of his factories, his gateways rather, and now they're just gonna polish off Elky here. Elky has brought SCVs into the battle to attempt to save these tanks, but it's a lost cause. All those tanks go down from Elky, and now Elky is in quite a lot of trouble. He's got Dragoons coming down his door, and he only has 1 tank and 1 vulture and a lot of SCVs to defend it. Good micro there, microing those SCVs very well, trying to surround his Dragoons. Meanwhile, Grrrr is taking the opportunity to take 2 more bases, so Grrrr is going to be in a really, really scary economic position compared to Elky's, and it's just going to be pretty insane. Looks like 1 dropship from Elky's just sitting at Grrr's base, not doing anything, and there's the WCG crowd apparently. So anyway, we're seeing Elky slowly pushing the Grrr's base here, or rather Grrrr slowly pushing the Elky's base, sorry. And it looks like Elky actually took an island expansion between the 2 of their bases. So Elky actually has the island expansion. He's going to ferry some SCVs there now. Barracks floating, checking for additional bases from Grrrr, and so we're just gonna see a long afterfight. I have to give the advantage to Elky right now, or rather to Grrrr right now, because just because of the fact that he has far more bases than Elky, and Elky is contained his base, and he has basically superior everything to Elky's, I must say. Barracks floating up. Still checking for bases. The 2 additional bases from Grrr's came online, and one observer gets sniped by the turrets, and just groups of 6 to 7 vultures meander on the map looking for harassment opportunities. But of course there aren't going to be any, because all of Grrr's bases have many photon cannons there to defend. And
완벽한 물량 체제네요. 지금 게이트웨이 숫자가 상당히 많습니다. 자, 그러면서 포지 업그레이드도 신경 써주고 있는 기영 패트 선수.
And
제가 평소에 갖고 있던 기영 패트 선수 갖고 있던 단점은 이 게임에서 완벽하게 보완했다는 걸 보여준다는 뜻이에요.
bases this Grrrr have is 1, 2,
평소 때는 언제 물량전을 피해 하거든요.
5 bases, I believe, not counting his main, because his main's mined out. And Elky's only has 3, so 5 to 3 bases. I mean, it's not unwinnable, but it's basically, it's almost hopeless. He has to he's gonna try a macro, and that dropship with 2 tanks and gets sniped by Grrrr. So now Elky just lost 2 tanks, and those 2 tanks were very precious to him, because he needed every single tank he could get, and now he's forced to fight Dragoons with vultures, and that's never ever a position you want to be in. He's losing a lot of vultures there, and I think this is going to be GG for Elky. Basically, it's going to be a slow and painful death for him. And Grrrr smells victory. So yeah, apparently you can see on his face. And Elky looks kind of pissed there. Not sure what that expression is. I think I'll call it the Elky expression. Yeah. So Spider-Mine's going down for Elky, and he's trying to hold on. Meanwhile, Grrrr has taken the opportunity to get yet another base. He's gotten, that's I think his 7th base. His seventh base. And things are really looking kind of grim for Elky. I don't really know what he can do anymore. We haven't seen anything besides LS and Dragoons from Grrrr, so I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. I mean, the purpose of that Templar Archives we just saw was, and the purpose of that robotic support that we saw earlier. So I'm not sure if he's going to pursue the higher tech now, or if he's going to try to win the game with a massive amount of LS and Dragoons. Looks like a shuttle coming down from behind. Unfinished turret there for Elky, and it looks like Elky is trying to cliff Grrrr here. This way, I don't think it's going to work with the miss rate up the hill and with the tank's crappy attack speed. I really don't think it's going to do a whole lot. That shuttle going down, trying to save that Dragoon, not happening. And now, very interestingly, 4 tanks from Elky going to be able to shell that base of Grrr's. I believe that was at the 11 o'clock position. But meanwhile, Elky really needs to take another base. He's down to 4 or 5 bases, I think, compared to Elky's 5 or 6. And I believe Elky's only at 3 or 4 mining bases. They haven't really allowed him to count very well. Looks like a shuttle going here at Elky's expansion, and that shuttle actually goes down without dropping anything. He only dropped 1 cell off of that shuttle. So a breakup, a stroke of luck there we go. That's what it's for. Stroke of luck there from Elky. Actually managed to take out that shuttle. Only 1 Zealot getting dropped. If he wants to, he can probably kill that 1 Zealot with SCVs. Actually, I think there's a tank there, so never mind. It's all good. It's all good. Many Dragoons getting killed by Spider-Mines, getting lured basically into Spider-Mines and tanks there. So careless by Grrrr. Elky might just fight himself back into this game. Who knows? We're seeing Elky doing, yeah, there we go, Elky face. Maybe that's just his normal game face. Oh, and now 1 Zealot actually took out 2 turrets. Those 2 turrets that actually killed the first shuttle.